Welcome back to this week's Speedy Review. We are going to be reviewing a Netflix show called Making Fun. So Making Fun is basically where a group of older guys get together and they ask kids all over the nation what kind of crazy ideas or inventions they have, and then they try to build it, and it's really entertaining. The first episode kind of shows you everything that's going to happen between the whole seasons. They interview some kids. They say, what would you like? And of course, these kids are ages between 5 and 10, so these answers are going to be absolutely bonkers. One of the kids asks for a roller coaster that goes out of his window and down to the driveway so he can ride his bike. Another set of boys asks for something they invented called a fart humidifier, which is where they basically capture farts and then you can spray them at your enemies. I really like the dynamic between the hosts and the four other, cast members. They're his friends that help him build stuff, and the relationship he has between the kids. It's kind of just like watching a grumpy old neighbor. Instead of telling people, get off my lawn, they're like, well, what do you want? And then they try to do it. You can definitely tell this guy has no kids, but he probably only likes the kids that are in his life, like his nephews and nieces and stuff. It's a really cute little power dynamic, and he has no problem telling kids to, that's dumb. Or the kids saying, I want this, stop being such a boomer. And I don't know, it's refreshing to see something that's not so cookie cutter. And you're like, yeah, I definitely get that. Jimmy, the host, says something along the lines of, if the kids can dream it, I want them to know they can build it, and not necessarily just on an app or online like with Roblox or Minecraft. Like they can actually go outside and put things together and just let their imagination actually develop in their hands. And I think that's something that's kind of lost these days that I really like to show my son. Hey, listen, I know that you can build this really cool house on Minecraft, but what if we actually did this physically and you can see how you can design it and develop it yourself? The idea they settle on is the idea T-Rex dispenser, and later they modify it to put a toilet T-Rex dispenser because it's kids and poop jokes are hilarious. So basically they make this gigantic T-Rex that dispenses tacos because it's kids, and goes up the back and out of its mouth and just shoots tacos out. And there's literally no other reason that this is built other than to show the kids, hey, it can be. Another fun thing about this show is that they sneak math and science into it, which is really clever. For instance, whenever they're starting to get all the supplies together, they need to learn how to measure it properly. You have to have math to divide this or that, multiply it, subtract it, and add it. And also they add a little bit of science to, what happens with the chemical reactions, or how do you make this type of foam. And I was just like, oh, looky there. Look at them being sneaky with this. And my kid didn't even realize it. So that's really cool. So go make fun.